All right, guys, welcome back to Evony with Genghis on server 68. So here's some action from our chalons today, Battle of Chalons. So I decided to record some. I'm going to try and do this more in the future. So here is a hit we did on pretty good player, Yeti. Actually, this matchup was pretty funny, pretty neat, because it was 4 teams all from my server. So I've been in one of the other alliances before, Dole, Dol, and they got some solid players, so it was fun to play against them. Unfortunately, because of the time zones, right? Because Chalons takes place at a odd time zone for people, so not everybody can make it, and it's just one of those choices that alliances have to make when choosing the time slot or entering into Chalons into the major league at 11 p.m. You're just not going to have your full team. But you could see all the different rallies that we're doing here and setting them, and here's a hospital. We're trying to get the buffs there. They're very important in here to hopefully get heals or added attack buffs. One thing that was very exciting to see this Chalons week 3 was medical tents are back. So all that advice I gave before Chalons about getting medical tents, getting to them, going aggressive early and using them to heal. So here's another attack we just sent here, and that was just to help secure the hospital to make sure we got that buff. And we already hit the guy who was beside the hospital. Another guy ported, we tried to hit. And here's a guy in the sandbox. So sometimes you get lucky and you find people who just ported in and maybe they're lagging a bit, and you send an attack very fast, hopefully. And there you go, you see the rally filled, and we all just tap speed. And this one doesn't quite get him, but you can see the report. It's very positive. It's very nice. And then I start messaging my teammates here to just send a ground or mount. We don't have to wait for our archers to return or waste speed ups to get them back to return. Let's just send a mounted attack or a ground attack, even though it's not our best attack. Just get it on him because he's weakened right now. He's depleted in energy, and why not just finish him? But as I was saying, medical tents are back, so be aggressive early. Find those tents to heal up, especially when you're attacking and you're using archers. Archers tend to die very fast, and it's nice to just be able to heal them up and get an extra march or two back. And you can see here we're just finalizing that final attack. So I switched to my mounted gear on my Monarch. Make sure you switch Monarch gear before you attack people. And now I believe what's happening here is we're finding someone else to attack. And I'm going to have to really quickly switch back to my archer gear. You're going to see that coming up. And as the person who's setting the rally, it's so important to actually switch your gear back. So there you can see we do finish him off with a mounted rally. Very nice from Leah, almost 1100%. And here is another player, Bevy. So now we set an archer attack on her, and as it's speeding, I have to rush and get that archer gear on, as you can see right there. And now you'll see the end result. Actually turned out very well for us. I was actually surprised how well some of our rallies did against these people, but we filled those rallies. I actually increased my rally haul about 2 million. I went up from 32 to 34 just for this week. Thanks to Leah, she kind of forced me to, told me that it's really important, and I agree, it is important, but I was kind of doing it slower. I was doing it one a month, but she's right. We have progressed very nicely, and now we fill rallies all the time and have people going home, so it's not fair to people. Let's get that bigger rally haul. So I just got the one more level to go, but with Tamiris as my main general, and here it increases it up to the top level anyways. But here I am looking for medical tents as they are in the game, but at this point they're very sparse because they disappear and they don't replenish very quickly, or sometimes I'm not even sure if they replenish at all. But people say they do, and I think they do, but not nearly as many that start the game. So looking in all the sandboxes now, that's a good tip. You should always be doing that, not only in Chalons, trying to catch latecomers who come in, and maybe have lag, maybe just log in for the points and don't want to play. So you should do this in all the battles, Guatemala, Constantinople, chalons. Always be checking the sandboxes. Sometimes people even just pour it over there and just wait for new people to come in and speed at them. So we got a couple of people who had to sign off midway through the battle, so just thanking them there, letting them know they played a good game. That happens, eh? But it's important just to get in there, get those rewards for everybody, especially in a battle like this where the result was decided early, as we were playing 4 teams from our server, so all 4 alliances, and we kind of had a feeling that we would come out on top, and we ended up coming out on top. We ended up about 21,000 points, I think. And so here's another one. This guy, I believe, is the guy who we could not catch for a long time. He just kept porting and moving. So it's very, very important to join rallies fast. When you join a rally, you got to tap speed to get in there really quick, or because it could help as well, even with speeding into the rally, make sure the person has a march out. And we just couldn't catch this guy, so he knew what he was doing. He wouldn't let us catch him with a scout out or an attack on somebody. And one thing we like to do sometimes is get a smaller member, go port beside them, hope the guy starts hitting them, and as the guy's hitting and has marches out, we will then launch on that person. But you got to be fast. So that was another attack there, just looking at. So this one, here's the end result. We did defeat the person, and here is the actual battle report and the buffs. Sometimes it's just hard for me to get the live recording on the screen recording if I'm not the setter, because if I'm not the person who finds the target. So here's another one as well. We just missed this one as well, but hope you guys like that. Make sure to get those medical tents. This is Genghis on server 68, showing you some of chalons. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.